Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Game that never gets old. Last time we looked at Sla. They were sort of an underground, scaly nation that did some stuff with blood and crossbreeding, but we just mainly kicked a lot of ass with them. It was a fun little game. We're gonna move on, roll up another one. I've got about an hour or so, maybe around about. It's gonna be a two-parter almost certainly, unless we really hate the nation or something. And I think we're gonna play on Volanus because we get nice epic games whenever I play on Volanus. We're also listening to Warhammer 3 soundtrack. I probably could listen to all sorts of different fountains. I don't know. This game always just feels like Total War, you know? Yeah, so let's just roll up. 96, Late Age Vanilla. Ragha, Dual Kingdom. Okay. Well, then we don't need to do anything but just make sure... I'm sure it is, but we'll just make sure. Okay, we're good. Great World, map, Volanus. This is 81. We're doing late age. Volanus, usually we like 8. 142. Feels kind of light. Tight on 8. What's it on? So 6 would be 23. There is the C, of course. How about 7? That's 20. Okay, we'll do 7. Probably what we did last time. Alright, and we are playing Ragha Dual Kingdom. There it is. Dual Kingdom of Fire and Ice, Rage and Serenity. Half of the population are Abyssian descendants from the isolated colony of Tur. Half the population are Aryan refugees from Calum. Okay, so we have a race of flying, cold resistant, heat resistant, do not suffer as much from heat or cold. Flying units and griffin riders. We get air, water, astral, fire, death, and blood. Average priests, guardian spirits. Temples are expensive but generate fire gems. Turmoil limit +1. Standard forts. Temples cost 1,200. Temples produce fire gems. That's expensive fucking temple. Jesus. And we can't blood sacrifice, so... Yeah. Alright, so we get Area Scout. Cold resistant 15, flying and ice armor. Okay. Pagan Salar. Fire resistant 10. 75 leadership, dark vision 50. Good. Arya Spabed. 75 leadership, cold resistant 15, ice armor 2. Map move 20. Turan Spabed. 15 fire resistance, 100 leadership, dark vision 50. Yada yada, good. There you go. Arya Shah. 75 leadership, level 1 priest though. Ice armor 2. Turan Shah, 100 leadership, level 1 priest, fire resistant, so on and so forth. Okay. Noticing a bit of a trend here. Parapan, level 1 fire, level 1 holy, and then another air, death, or blood. 9 research is not bad for the price, I suppose. It's alright, it's not amazing. Athravan. Level 1 fire, level 1 priest, and then another air, water, astral. Again, 9 research for 140 gold is the same. Zautar. Much more expensive. Level 1 fire, level 1 air, level 1 water, 2 holy, and then fire, air, water, astral. Well, I mean, I suppose all those are different uses. Yeah, all those have different uses. It's not a bad mage. And on average, 13 research. Well, no, I mean, they're going to have 13 research. Dasters. 1 fire, 1 death, 1 blood, 2 holy. Another fire, air, death, blood. Yeah, 1 air is kind of like, what am I going to do with 1 fire, 1 death, 1 air, 1 blood? That's basically a nothing burger. That's a researcher. And then 2 blood, I guess, is blood hunters. Arya Seraph. 4 recruitment points, but you get 3 air, 1 water, 1 astral, and then another fire, water, astral. 10% for death or blood. So... big air. But, yeah, they're all going to be 3 air. So if nothing else, you got 3 air. I mean, there is some communion potential here, I suppose. Except I don't have a cheap slave. I don't have a cheap, dependable slave. Yeah. Hard to say. Turan Sorcerer. 3 fire, 1 death, 1 blood. Another air, death, or blood. 10% for water or astral. Well, no matter what, you got 3 fire out of these guys. Which is 4 fire, which is pretty big fire. Heat 6. They are old, though. And then Zehedin Spa Bed. Cap only. 2 holy points. Fire 15. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why I would want to make these other than... I don't know. I guess as a leader of some other sacreds, but they can't bless them. So it's kind of... yeah. Units. We have the Pagan. So they got 14 damage spears. We are in late age, so, you know, a little heavily armored usually. But yeah, 14's good. Other than that, pretty average. Fire resistant 10. Arya archers. Flying archers, I still never quite understand. 12 damage on the bows. Light infantry. Do you have ice armor 1? Yeah, I mean, you know, charge bonus on a lance as a flyer is pretty nice. You're pretty much always going to get that to go off. Regular infantry with ice blades. 14 slashing magical damage. Which is not bad, especially in high ice provinces. Turan infantry. 12 hit points, 13 protection, 12 defense, 11 MR, 11 morale. They get javelins as well, which is nice. And 17 damage swords. Not a bad standard infantry. Heavy infantry, though, gets 16 protection. Only 11 defense. True. But 16 protection is pretty damn strong. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Horse archers. No mobile archer there, so I don't know why I would really... Except for the map move aspect, I suppose. Cavalry. 15 protection, 14 defense on the rider. They get light lances and bows for some reason. I just don't know why I would bother. Not bad. Cataphracts, however. 16 protection, 14 defense, 28 speed. With a lance, broadsword, no bows. Or they do have a bow, I'm saying. And the horse is also well protected. Yeah, this is pretty solid. But we also get Savaran Guards. 20 protection, 15 hit points, 14 defense, 28 speed. Skill Rider 2, 18 damage lances, the broadswords, the bows, the war horse, 17 protection, 26 hit points, all fire resistant. Pretty good. You also get elephant riders. Pretty pricey, 105 gold, 99 resources. But it's fucking 64 hit point, 18 protection war elephant. It's pretty good. Ice-clad Zahidin. Flying Sacreds with ice armor. 17 protection, 13 defense, 9 hit points. Yeah. Pretty painful stuff. They need certainly a lot more damage than that to be really good. Because they get the charge bonus, yeah, but you're not going to be able to mass them in numbers to just delete the back line. They're going to have to do some extended fights. And they can with that high protection and good defense and stuff and being sacred. But yeah, I think they need more damage here. So probably Blood Surge to proc off of their charge is pretty much mandatory there. And then we have the Zahidin. So 2 holy points. Fire resistant 15. They're riding Flying Griffins, of course. The Riders have 20 protection, 15 defense. 18 Lance, 18 Broadsword. The Griffins have 19 protection, 5 defense, 44 hit points. Are also sacred. Talons, beak. Yeah, it's, oh boy, it's pretty good. Look at national spells real quick. Elephants, tigers, buffaloes, standard stuff. We also get the Ahurani, the Yazatas, the Devas. 6 Devas. Let me look at a Deva real quick. I believe this is... Yep. So, 16 hit points, 13 protection, 14 defense, 14 MR, 14 morale. Flying, obviously. Sacred. 17 damage lances, magic, with the charge bonus. They have bucklers as well, 2 parry only, but still, and fireplate. Resist fire 5, resist shock 5, chaos power 1, and fear auras. Damn. And you get 6 of these for 12 death gems? Okay. You can also get a Jahi, which means whore. Seducers. Celestial Yazad, Yatta. Yo, what, one Yatta? No, it's a commander. I don't know why it doesn't say summon Yatta commander. Sacred, flying, fire 3, death 3, holy 2. Damn. Bit of a thug in a box then once you get it. With a fear aura, resist fire 10, ready to go, flying, sacred. I mean, it's all everything you'd want, really. So, yeah, 40 death gems, but pretty good. At Conjuration 6. And then stuff greater Devas we'll never get to, but yada yada yada. Alteration, we get a whole lot of nothing. Evocation. Yeah. Construction, I usually don't imagine. Oh. Crown of the Shah. Start battle fanaticism. Priest +1. Inspirational +1. Leadership +150. Magic and undead command 50. Can only be used by a certain type of units. Only one among the Shahs can be appointed King of Kings. Only by a Shah of Ragha. Okay. Yeah, that's about it, but there you go. Shah of Ragha. I didn't know we had a Shah of Ragha. Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, fuck yeah, we'll make that. Parting of the Soul. Death, air, 30 range, 1 person, 40 fatigue. 100 precision though. Paralyze plus. Paralyze plus. Damage is increased by 5 for every extra level the caster is. I'm not really sure what that means. so it does paralyze and then also 5 damage for every extra level, death level you are. Armor negating, and it summons 3 Black Hawks. Well, it seems pretty good. I mean, it's only one person, yes, but it can kind of delete some stuff at, like, death 3. Call of the Drugvant. Falsehood, wickedness, violence will spread in the province. In its wake, devas will come. Unrest is greatly increased. The province is attacked by bandits and a host of devas. Alright. Thaumaturgy 7 for that, but sure. Nothing on blood and nothing on divine. Okay, well, let's see. I would say probably what I'm thinking of is just like heavy infantry. Line of heavy infantry. Possibly just bolstered by the archers. Even though I think the archers are going to die pretty easily. So maybe that is a benefit of just taking the horse archer. Because then like half the shots or so are going to just hit your horse. Or more than half, really. Which has 18 hit points, which isn't a lot. For only 3 protection. They're also kind of 27 gold, 13 resources. Yeah, I could just get 3 archers for the same price. So, yeah, these are size 4, which is kind of obnoxious in its own right. So you're only going to get 2 of them in a square anyways. So maybe the horse archer. I'm not sure. But then, like, yeah, the guard or the cataphract, one of the two, they're pretty close. Probably just take the cataphract. And then, I think I'm leaning towards the Iceclad. They're a lot cheaper. And I think we can get a pretty good bless for them going. And I think we can just take cold scales. Yeah, because it's like our regular units are fire resistant, but they don't have firepower or heat armor, you know, nothing like that. Whereas these guys benefit from being in cold scales. So I think we're going to go cold. You got to go one or the other, right? The only issue with Turmoil Limit +1 is kind of annoying because we are going to need a decent amount of money. No matter what. So we probably want to go growth. And yeah, I think just we want a front line that's really fire resistant because I think I'm gonna finally get fire drakes because we're gonna go down conjuration. We get extra fire gems for free from our temples. And I didn't really see much national summons, weirdly, that take fire. So yeah, I think we're just going to want a lot of fire drakes, which will just kind of destroy the enemies as it destroys me often. And it's nice to have fire-resistant guys in there. And then, well, yeah, we'll get devas in the mix as well. That's what I'm thinking. But we can look at the guide if he has one for LA Ragha. 10, no, he does not. Just links a couple YouTube videos. Lame. It says they receive 1 fire gem for each temple in a province with a fort. Though no more than their pretender's dominion strength. Also, priests have a 10% times priest level plus 1% times friendly dominion strength chance of having a Fravashi join them in battle. Ethereal, sacred, flying. Awe +3. Pretty strong. Possesses. Okay. 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 Although Illwinter intended the nation to alternate recruitment depending on the yearly seasons, it's actually a better strategy to focus one temperature scale for your main recruitment while finding/making pockets of the opposite later in the game for later game diversity. Really? How do I know which is locked behind temperature scales or not? I assume it says you get a default roster of basic troops from both sides, which is actually pretty decent, but your better troops and mages are locked between heat and cold scales. Right. So I assume I can only recruit these guys in heat or something. I don't know. All right, whatever. We're just doing what we usually do. We do stuff. So we want pretty big scales. Ideally, I'd like to grab an order. So maybe the Statue of Beginnings or something, or the Battle of Writing. But we have to take a lot of paths then. These things are expensive. This is why we usually don't get this. It's because I like too much of a Rainbow Bless for the Working Man's Bless. So we actually have shied away recently from taking Dominion Force stuff a lot of time because like Rainbow Bless is too much. This Great Warlock is 80 points and it's going to get basically everything we'd want. Now, what do we want for these? Right, so we want Blood Surge. That's a given. We've got pretty good protection, but not amazing defense, and only 9 hit points. With Ice Armor, we get even more protection, but we have to assume that we won't have it. So again, I lean towards Undying to just extend their health. We can also enlarge them, but 30% hit points on this is just going to be 3 more. It's not really worth it over just taking, like, +3 HP, or really just Undying. And like I said, Undying is kind of a cheat code. So we're going to take that. We're going to want fire. I'm not going to go solar weapons because we already have a magic option and we're in late age, so it's really not effective. But maybe bumping up defense a bit more could be useful. And then, you know, we like... Well, okay. So we want Blood Surge for sure. We want Enchanted Blood for sure. We want Undying and usually like 5. And I have, what, 19 health? It's pretty good. We'll probably want a little bit extra defense. Maybe a little bit extra attack so that opening lance charge hits. And then I would say probably just more strength. I don't know if we'll get all the way up to that, but something like that would be good. Maybe heroism if we get it, but we also want something like that. Yeah, we didn't even get close, really. No. Full rainbow doesn't really get you that much. Yeah, we'd have to tank some. Oh, we didn't take scales yet. Right. So it does actually hurt our income, but not nearly that much. So we're gonna go to coal too. I forgot about that. Okay. So let's grab Earth. Yeah, we may have to sacrifice probably attack skill here. There you go. All right, that's it. That's good. That's a good work of man bless. A lot of blood. We always take a lot of blood. When was the last time we didn't take any blood? We got default settings, but for 7, we'll go with 10 thrones. Yeah. It's done. Well, boy, we really got a unique starting place here. I've never had this before in all my time playing Volantis. Like, I don't know. This is so unusual. I'm not sure how I'm going to play this. Jeez. I mean, we've been to so many other places on this map, but we've never been here before. Right, so we can't make these guys because they're the wrong temperature. We can't make the Turan Shah. We can only make the Arya Shah. But we can at least make this. We'll make the Shah at some point to get that big leadership amazing bonus with fanaticism and stuff. But, yeah, this will be our main commander then. Okay, so we, of course, want our sacreds. But we can't afford many. And we need a front line, too. Now, as an alternative, I've been playing a multiplayer game against the AI with my brother and my cousin. And my cousin, you know, he's pretty new to the game. This is his second game he's playing. And he's basically almost exclusively making Elephant Riders. He's playing EA Machaca. He's almost exclusively making Elephant Riders. And I keep thinking of, like, you know, you can't just make elephants. Like, they're gonna get shredded, and it's a lot of money. You're throwing your whole economy into this. It's just gonna die. Except he clears like every fucking province he's you know, like every thing he touches just gets demolished because he has like 20 elephants. And he never loses a battle, and he like barely loses any elephants. It's just like, huh. I guess that does work. I mean, it works until it doesn't, right? It works until you hit a throne, I guess, or another, you know, another nation or something. Elephants, because he doesn't really script them or anything. He just has them in a big line, and they just rush forward and stampede everything. It's good, except, you know, against any form of competency, it's not good. But it's like, I could just make elephant riders, but they're so expensive. 99 resources, man. I can get one. One is better than none with our starting army, probably. So I think we should just get one. But yeah, I mean, we're so resource poor. It's painful. Research. So, right. We're limited then in our abilities of what we can get here. Fire is kind of off the table for us. But we can get the Seraphs for big air. Or the Zautars. So we can get these. And I said these were pretty damn useful. By and large. So I think we're just going to go with Zautars. They're kind of expensive. But I don't think money is going to be that big of a problem for us. Oh, right. Research. So, yes. It's hard to say. But I think probably, you know, anything I pick is probably only going to be useful for like 25% of the guys. But we could go for, well, we could go for thaumaturgy for remote site searching. because that'll cover fire and air. But then Conjuration is water, and Astral is Evocation. So I'm actually leaning towards Evocation, because Sulfur Haze is a really good early spell. So any of the 2 fire guys we can just take out and bring with us. So we're going to go for Evocation, probably 3. Because then all of them will have something they could do. Then after that, we probably want to go down Conjuration, because we do want to get to 5. Eventually for the Devas, and 4 for the Fire Drakes. And the sooner we get Fire Drakes going, probably just the better we'll be. So we're going to go that. And it's summon firepower and blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we got Cullen, man. Ulm, Ragha is us. Micklin again. Anti-Kithra gets a lot of really bad... I can't wait for us to someday roll this. They get fucking Tech Priests. And Imperial Assassins and Steam Tanks. Good lord. 500 resources. What a joke. But you build it over multiple rounds. Dragon Golem Lords and Dragon Golem Rider. I mean, it's just so cool. Alright. Hollowmore, the Halloween-related one. We've seen this before, too. Pumpkin Fiends and Blazing Wardens. And Arconia again. So 3 modded nations in this one. Really lucked into it. Right. Okay, you just... Oh, some of this is regular infantry. Okay, well, just fire closest, you'll do fine. And then the elephant, his speed 16. These guys are speed 9 and 8. I think that's about right, based on my experience. Okay. Yep. Let's see how it goes. What? Okay. Well, it sort of worked out, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, elephants against a lot of this independence, it's just, they're ridiculously good. How many kills did it get? Yeah, 21. 21 kills. Probably could be set a little further back. All things being equal, but not much further back. You wanted to actually do something. Crowded. Might have stomped one of my own dudes there. Yeah, few died. But he's still here. Still here. We're still good. Still probably a little bit further back. Good. I mean, I think we can say that we got our fucking money's worth already out of this elephant, right? Another 27 kill. That's when, like, I neglect them because it's like, oh, they just kind of die or get routed. Like, they... I don't know. What's weird is I like Trampler. Like, I always value Trampler chariots and even, like, troglodytes. Or that time we had those minotaurs in the front line just trampling everything we fought. Like, it's just like, holy shit, trample. But for some reason, elephants I always overlook. And I think it's just because they're so pricey. But even just one a turn in the early game is super impactful. Especially if I'm not using archers, which I'm not at the moment. This is a pretty painful one, though. We may want to go grab some more elephants. Works. Good. Alright, so a throne there. It's not uncommon at all. Still no fire 2s. That eludes us, apparently. Yeah. We lost one elephant there, but they got 78 kills. I mean, there would have been losses elsewhere. Believe you me, without the elephants. Where the hell is everybody? Right, so according to the wiki, that was Dominion 5, but according to the wiki, temples produce fire gems if they're forted. So you can't just put temples everywhere and just get insane amount of fire gems. Yeah, I'm just gonna... bring these guys in just to test them out. Micklin's here again. Same position for Micklin. Also next to a throne again. And this is L.A. Micklin, so he cannot spread dominion without preaching, without blood sacrifice. You can preach, but yeah. So, yeah, I think we want to get a fort here in Summerlin, so I think we're going to keep going. We're hoping we don't have the same situation where we have Atlantis, but I don't think there was an aquatic one. Alright, so with Blood Surge, we're looking at 21 protection, total of 19 hit points, 15 defense, 14 morale. They get reinvigoration 1, which is good because they got 7 encumbrance. 15 attack, 17 damage with the charge bonus. Could it be higher? Hell yeah, it could. Is it good? Yeah. Because they'll probably kill some fucking commanders. They also regenerate, so... yeah, they ended up getting 12 kills. The elephants, of course, got 24, but these 12 were pretty impactful because they killed some commanders. I do that where I make useless units, useless commanders. So eventually we'll phase out elephants. But for now, they're pretty damn useful. Yeah. Nice, good, sacred flyers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they only got 7, but they killed 3 commanders. I think the battle would have been done either way, but, you know, it's good to see. I feel like Sulfur Haze is just gonna fuck me more than help me, if I had to guess. But, yeah, and mostly because the elephants aren't poison resistant at all, or heat resistant. Actually, none of my stuff is poison resistant, but I don't know exactly how Sulfur Haze works. I think you have to be poison resistant. Let's find out. But maybe if you can shrug off the fire cloud, you don't get poison at all. That's a nice big clump there. I don't think we cast Sulfur Haze once. But still, he got something. Okay, it was fine. Alright, I'm gonna leave that guy there. We'll take the fire dude. And we'll keep clearing. There's Ulm. I don't know where his capital is, but I assume here. So he shouldn't have much reason to piss on my Cheerios. And we're going to build a... Well, why don't you just search here for the moment? If he attacks me immediately, I don't want to lose 1,200 gold from my temple. So I think we have to move you further up. Sort of risky. Actually, is there any buff you could cast? Oh, air shield. On Smolderstone. Oh, this is what you summon. So you have a % chance to summon this in your own... I don't know if it's in your own Dominion only, or if it's anywhere, but you get a bonus for Dominion. Just says 10% times priest level plus 1% times friendly Dominion strength. So I assume it can happen regardless, but pretty slim odds. Unless you're priest level 3 in 10 Dominion, in which case you'd have 40% chance of him appearing. Our guys are level 1 priests, probably in hostile Dominion, so really 10%. But all our mages are priests, so it's kind of nice. I don't know what these things are going to do. Just casting Twist Fate. Here's Sulfur Haze going. And we'll see. Okay, so these guys are affected by the Sulfur Cloud. 1 point of poison damage cap. Nothing from the heat. Nothing from the heat. But yeah, they do take the poison. In which case, Fireball might just be better. We lost 6... Oh, that was from Barbarians, though. Yeah, all in all, pretty good. Okay. Great. Well, he didn't attack immediately. I guess I'll build a temple and really hate myself for it. Yeah, let's get this. These guys are old, which is annoying. Probably should site search. We're gonna do a lot of fire stuff. So let's have you search. All them accepted. Excellent. Beautiful sulfur haze. Perfect. That was friendly fire. I don't know if it was specifically from sulfur haze, but that would be my guess. Now, would they have died to fireballs? Hard to say. Fireball is 16 plus armor piercing plus the 6 armor piercing AoE 6. They're not really going to be bothered too much by this thing. That's 1 armor piercing damage. In which case, yeah, I mean, the odds of that actually doing anything to them is none. Practically none. But if they take a direct hit from the actual fireball, yeah, that's going to hurt. But it's probably better. I don't know. Let's script it. We'll run it for a turn. For a fight. We'll see how it goes. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone else will cut me off here to take that, but we'll go out of our way to get it. And we'll build a palisade here. Well, I'm glad we're friends with Ulm already. That's really promising. He really shouldn't have any reason to ever fight me. He's got so much territory to go west. Why don't we get a commander? God damn it! Are you serious? What? Why? Fireball did some work there, I think, on the heavy cav. Oh, we did lose an ice mage and 6 heavy infantries, but I think only 1 of that was from friendly fire. They killed a total of 6. So, but, you know, he only got 4 kills total, so it's kind of hard to say how good it actually is. But in mass, it's probably better. Old tunnels dating from the time of the first colony have been found. They lead deep into the earth, but are blocked by a massive amount of ice. Okay. So I'm supposed to send a fire mage there or something? I don't have any fire mages. I mean, I sort of do, I suppose. Alright, well anyways. Do have a lot of them, and a lot of them, and a lot of them. And I think we should take a couple mages with us to do some spelly dealies. Take a couple air mages to fling out some air spells and do blessings. And we found Hollowmore here. Right, what are we doing about Ulm? Well, I think we're gonna just have to sit on Summerlands. And keep NAPing until he accepts. That's really the only option there. Alright, after Conjuration 4, should we just go to 5? I don't have that many death gems, so it really doesn't help us much outside of fire elementals and stuff. But I'm not really doing that till we get a construction, so I think we probably want alteration. We can mist form our sacreds, mist form the elephants, do all sorts of stuff. We'll go alteration 4. You know, once again, I'm not looking at big picture, but we don't usually get big picture, so I'm not inclined to do that. Damn, he's got some cool looking units, man. Forward to plane is that. Alright. So we just need to get, say, 1 blessing out, and then do... Yeah, I don't have any buffs right now for you. Sermon of Courage. And then I can do Stormwind. And we'll just copy that over. We'll do hold and attack, hold and attack, hold and attack, rear. Rear. And, yeah, something like that. Something like that should work. Okay. Let's take a look. Now, I doubt these all... Yeah, they didn't all get blessed. Can't get them all. But fuck me if we didn't delete that priest there. Did lose 3 sacreds. Seemingly 1 from friendly fire. Not sure why that would have happened, but okay. And we found 885 gold. Pretty good. And he's not really in a position to attack. I also can't send him a message yet. Also, Arconia is over here, so this side is busy. We haven't found that many thrones. We've got a line on 3 of 4. I think we're hoping that there's another one down here. Sometimes there's one, like, right here. Because if I could just steamroll Mictlan, make peace with Ulm, you know, and just avoid this whole problem, but I'll probably have to make peace with the whatever wins over here. There is this one here. So if we go here, but this is going to get taken. So, you know. We have a lot of money. So we probably want to get a second fort going. Probably in Land Pristine. So let's actually work our way towards there. Okay, now we sit. Probably should do a lab here. Yeah, let's just have you make a lab real quick. I'll have you preach. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, 8 heavy infantries on that one from the heavy cav. But no elephant. I mean, yeah, I'm saying, I really have been sleeping on them because I've just... I don't know. I don't know why exactly. They're damn powerful. Especially with some buffs. Especially once we get Mist Form on them, oh my god. You just have a whole line of them and that's all you need. Alright, so now we'll clear this out. I'll go here. Okay, I'm gonna send the 2 fire guy there to maybe search it or something. I don't know exactly. And we can start making mages here. We can just make Zowtars here as well. Why wouldn't I? And we can start making elephants here. I said I was gonna make cavalry, but really I think our flyers are our cavalry, so we really just want like... Yeah, just make an elephant. Alright, all of them refused, unfortunately. Send it again. Investigate. Construct palisade. Construct temple. Oh yeah, start making fire drakes basically till the end of the game now. So probably take a period of prolonged heat along with fire magic to melt it. Okay. Oh, heat. So I'd have to cast a ritual to increase the heat there specifically. Like, whatever the Woven Winter is, equivalent is. Eternal Fire, but that's not what I'm thinking. There's a different one. There's one that's like bad, right? Evocation, probably. Yeah, Breath of the Desert will do it, but that's 3 fire. We'll need a fire booster. I hate this fire booster. Fire magic +1, but it costs fire magic 4, so it's just like... Yeah, so you really need this. This is far better. If you can make it, fire death. I don't know if we can make it. But we probably want to transition to start making seraphs and just go big air. Except the problem with that is that I'm not shock resistant. I mean, I guess there's like Falling Frost. But I'm not cold resistant outside of the sacred. So that's why we're kind of focusing on fire. So really, I probably never need to make a seraph. I think it's just not gonna... It's not gonna happen. We'll win on the back of our troops and on the back of elephants. Alright, after Alteration 4... Probably construction. For fire in a jar and stuff. At least construction 3 and conjuration 5 gives us fire elementals. I mean, I can leave him here, I guess. You can cast magic. I don't know if it'll ever work with cold scales, but maybe. Doing damn well on money, though, that's for sure. And Olms initiated a war for no reason, really? I'm not sure. I guess we'll put some PD in, and I probably can move away now. And we'll go pick up more troops. Head out. Things are looking up. Some ice has been removed, not sufficiently to make meaningful progress. The land itself is warm, and heat of summer could perhaps be channeled in the tunnels to break the magical ice. Now, is that to mean that it'll never work? That's how I should interpret that? That's how I would probably interpret it. But I don't know. I guess I'll leave him there one more. If it's the same message a second time, we'll just say screw it, but... Yeah, Ulm refused again, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it says it's going to be the same message. Barbarians attacked my capital. Always nice to see. Just go back then. That's not going to be resolved until I get something flashy. How's Micklin doing on their provinces? Well, man has yet to take a single province. I don't know why. Micklin has taken a handful. Obviously, his dominion is dead in the water. Our money is really strong. We probably could start just like building temples everywhere. Maybe that's what you should do. Especially to choke out Micklin. We like that. Diseases, huh? Why is that happening? Oh, because they're old. I forgot. Stupid old bastards. Why didn't I take on aging? I never take it. I never take it. Oh, he did attack finally. He got his ass handed. Why? Why, man? Now we have contact with Micklin. Probably is going to declare war. I'm going to build a fortress there, and we're going to build a temple here. You can build a fortress there. Ooh, doggy, that's a lot. And we have fire drakes. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be real juicy. It's a big army. Yeah. Well, I mean... Yeah, I don't have that many with 2 fire, unfortunately. But we can also do air elementals with 2 air. But I don't think I can make bag wins till 5. That's the beauty of fire in a jar. I don't think we need it yet. I don't think we need it yet. We'll just move out. I don't know what he's doing. Obviously, he refused. No, we lost a mage. Oh, that's annoying. Now we really don't get much of a bless. Okay. Well, yeah, can't do it more than twice. Mist form would be nice, but yeah, is what it is. Damn those lucky archers. He is amphibious. If he wanted to, he could declare war and just squash me. And I don't think there's really a damn thing I can do about it. Alright, I'm gonna spend the money, even though it might be a big mistake. Doing well, though. Alm refused again and attacked again. This time he won. Of course he did. Our walls are damaged by 7 points. Okay, well, this Micklin thing will have to wait for the moment. For now, we'll want to be friends with Hollowmore. Yeah, a lot of fire drakes. Eventually we can transition to summer lions. Actually, soon, but it's kind of expensive. We need more fire sites. I think maybe just grab Thaumaturgy 4, the remote site searching. Can actually make... oh yeah. Just infantry, I guess. I mean, it's pretty good infantry, and I'm fine with that. Get a castle going. Good, good, good. I think we're good. Alright. And he refused again. Found cavern glowing moss. Found 1200 gold. Jesus. Where did we find this? Not sure where. We just... Oh, here. Yeah, one fire gem. Alright. I'm gonna have to end here. Like I said, about an hour or so. But I think we're well set up for part 2. Wiping out Micklin, even though, good God almighty, maybe I should make friends with him. And then getting at least 3 thrones, probably 4. And we'll go from there. Good stuff. My name is Mangg. You've been watching the Dominion 6. See you fine folks in the next part.